All right, I think that's just how the show starts. We're gonna fade out the music. We're gonna fade up the crowd, and give yourselves a nice round of applause. Welcome to EUGE Chuckles, everybody. My name is Chuck Roy. This is a very fun show. It is streaming live on the internet at eugeshow.com. So let's say hello to my parents. Let's admit, and I thank you for waving, and then Mom and Dad, I thank you for, you already tuned out. Mom and Dad, what, come on. I haven't even told one joke, and I haven't said fuck yet. And so the way the show works is I'll host. My friend Eugene Kelley is back in the back of the house. I thank you for clapping for Eugene Kelley. Eugene brought his very fancy live streaming sound system here and everything, so he has very fancy cameras, and then he's apparently walking right in front to wave right at them. I think that's fair. I think this is probably the biggest news in the country, the fact that we launched this show. Thank you. And then tomorrow, second biggest piece of news, Hillary launches her campaign. And probably a little less fanfare than we started with ours. Is anybody into the fact that Hillary is going to? I mean, is that even exciting anymore? I guess it's exciting. Some people are thrilled. Maybe you don't. I don't know that I necessarily want us to get into a big political debate, but we can wish her well, right? Good luck to her taking a step forward to potentially what? Is that going to be the first woman president? No, you're right. No, in my family, we say that was Carter. That is definitely the first woman president, and thank you. That's a brand new joke. Dad, I told you I would say it, and Dad, stay tuned in. There's a bonus if we elect a woman president. We can pay her 10% less, right? We are gonna save an awful lot of, it's my fault. You're right, it's my fault. It's my fault. Don't laugh at the joke, it's totally my fault. I guess we'll change topics. Police shootings seem to be the new Ebola. No, okay, you're right. That's probably the last joke on that topic. Can't beat a dead horse thief into the ground. He's not dead, all right? He's not dead, but they tried. And that, it just popped in my head there. And you're a very fun crowd. You're sick, and my dad has already tuned out. Appreciate that. I bought a new app for I have a smartphone, a Windows phone. You shouldn't clap at a Windows phone. It'll turn off. That's about the level of technology they're at. Windows phones, you can't see through them. And that should have been my first clue that this piece of technology wouldn't work. It has a stargazer app. I wanted one of those apps where you can look up. That makes a date romantic. You can be like, oh yeah, that's the lion. I knew that. Because I'm pretty much good for like, that's the Big Dipper. And then my stargazing is over. I have nothing to point out after that. I'm like, the Orion, I'm like, maybe. I think those three, that looks like the bow. And then the Little Dipper should be somewhere. And then I'm done. I can do the 3 stars on the guy's belt, whichever guy that is. I'm like, there's the guy's belt. Is that Orion? Okay, I didn't even know that his belt matches up with the my Stargazer app, not helping. It's a Windows Phone app, so it totally gets it wrong. It just gazes up the stars for me. I pointed to the sky, and comets now like it in the tail. Come on, don't get mad. The man on the moon likes his own cheese now. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Again, sometimes my gayest jokes are done just for Dave. If that makes you mad, get a laugh as fun and loud as his, and then I'll begin to cater some comedy towards you. But I go for that. That's my art. It's not really about. I like those. Gotta admit, I like the clap a lot less than I like the ha. But I've known that a lot of ha's lead to the clap. But that's generally, that doesn't look like you folks. You get the clap on a gig in Kentucky. Let's admit that. Okay. Some of you are new. I want to tell you why I gathered us all here today. They're shooting black bears in Florida, and this gets me upset. Brian, the manager, it's my newest issue. You know how Florida is. The moment we hear the news story that they're shooting black bears in Florida is the moment we have to start asking, because of the location, what kind of black bears are they shooting in the Florida? You know, 4 legs like grrr, or 2 legs like girl. All right, some of you got that. Bear means big, fat, gay guy. If I was wicked black and in Florida, I'd be concerned a lot more about the news story, which is the crux of the joke. If they're gonna shoot black bears in Florida, I know who they gotta hire. That's George Zimmerman. That's pretty easy, right? That's the perfect guy to do that job. That guy would, yeah, come on, he would love that job. It's like, George, we need you to shoot the black bears. Okay, I'm in. George, you're a little too excited. Calm down. 4 legs, not 3. You with me on the dick joke? That's a black guys have a big dick joke. You're a beautiful crowd. You're just a beautiful crowd. You're very much warming up, and as am I. I'm nervous about some of the topics that I've been writing jokes about lately. I woke up from hibernation and I'm into the new bush. And I got a 1 clap from one guy. And frankly, being a watcher of culture, that's 1 clap too many from like a bar crowd. And like if his people are watching, and I don't mean like just the ones who are eavesdropping on all of us. Right, because you know, that's definitely his squad. But like if his campaign were watching, that would be good news for them. Colorado, Jeb, this early in the race, got a 1 clap. Are you a Republican? Are you going to caucus? I just see you nodding your head yes, and then you started to nod your head no. Do they still caucus here for the Republicans? And I can't get into it. I'm a New Hampshire Republican. New Hampshire Republicans clearly don't caucus. That is far too gay. Like, I'm a gay Republican, and I don't like caucus. Thank you. You can't change that word or just roll that into a primary election. How's a caucus gonna work? People don't talk to each other anymore. The caucus, you might as well just have everybody text at 4 o'clock. All right, everybody, we'll get online. We'll just click, and then we can, inaugurate Rand Paul. That's Colorado Republicans, I assume. A lot of trucks, guns, and Rand Paul. I don't know that I want to be into the new Bush. He's talking about poverty. That's important. He's talking about interest rates. That's important. People who were saving, World War II veterans, were saving at 4% and 5%. Then the housing bubble crashed, and the veterans can only save at 1.5%, and groceries go up at 2%. And I learned all that from fucking Jeb Bush. And I didn't fuck Jeb Bush. And you caught me on a good play on words. That's a solid heckle. If we could have a scoreboard, I would put that there. Like, guy in crowd 1, and then bear like 0. Let's put him down for a minute. Let's not put me down. Those of you who laughed at the Zimmerman joke, we're just, I'm down by 1 on the scoreboard. Jeb Bush has a gay press secretary. I might fuck that guy. He's pretty hot. Kind of twink looking, but in his 30s, you know. I'm sure he tries to pull off twink, like online and Grindr. That's right. Does the guy have a Grindr profile? That's what I want to know. Like, you know, these are things I want to know. What's a Grindr profile? Oh, you did that so well. Way to hide that in front of the wife. Miss, you're going to want to check page 3 of his apps. You know what I mean? That guy. Don't pretend like you don't know. Grindr is a hookup app. I'm an app nerd. I do apps. I've got one coming out. It mixes apps like Grindr and Tinder with apps like Uber and Lyft. We call it Luber. You hook up with people who live within an affordable travel distance. We have a name your tool price tool. There's going to be a strong selling feature. I'm into the new Pope, too, which is a big problem, everybody. I agree. I love the new Pope. And that new Pope is awesome. He's cool with gays. He's not cool with transgender people, which is like, strike one on that Pope. Hear that, Pope? It's guy in crowd 1. You got 0, I got 0. I'm sure you're forgiving about that. I just don't get why you don't like the transgender people. But I'm liking the new Pope, and this is what bothers me. I'm a Catholic, a gay Catholic, and we had a deal. It worked out real well. Like, we didn't have to go to church. They didn't want us there. And we were all like, that rocks. So I don't know if you've ever been to church, but compared to a gay bar, wow. One is a fun experience, and we're having a good time. And the other one is church. You know, you get red wine and a blowjob, you know. That all ends when you're 12. Not my fault, Pope, not my fault. They read the same websites I do for news. Right? That's what I want to know is, am I going to have to go to church in the morning? That's going to bother me. Like, at some point, the Pope is going to make me want to go to church. And on Saturday night shows like this, frankly, I like to get drunk. I like to drink beer and do a comedy show, and then another show, and then to drink during all of those shows, and then meet people after and have drinks, and then go out for drinks. I don't know how to do this any different. If we were to do these shows in libraries, I'd be like, all right, everybody, we'll hang out, and I'll do some reading with you. And that's what I would have developed as a habit during comedy shows. But after 23 years, my habit is pretty much now, if I can get drunk. Doesn't lead to church at 7 in the morning. If gays are going to go to church, I think they're going to have to back that up to like 5 a.m. so we can hit that home, like on the way home from the club. We can have our drinks. That's one more red wine. You know, I'll be there. Little bread. That's dip out of Tom's Diner, you know. And like do some blessings, get some cleanliness of sins. I'm down for it. They're going to have to accept that my date is going to show up dressed like an altar boy. It's going to be really hot. I think the new Pope will be cool with that. As long as my altar boy believes in his penis and isn't transgendered at all, then the Pope will be like, fine with that. But if I see one hint of titty, you know, which me too. I'd be like, if he's growing titties, I don't like it. I like him skinny. No belly, Pope. I would get into a discussion with the Pope of exactly what kind of twinks I like. Like, if we're going to get there, why not? Like, Pope, hook me up with something Slavic. You know what I mean? Czechoslovakia is free now. Hook me up with a twink. Okay. You are perfect as a crowd right now. I didn't know how I was going to get to talking about what I like for twinks with the Pope, but that's where we got. We started with bears. We ended with, the Pope's a bear. If he doesn't shave, right? Okay. Anyway, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to introduce our first comedian. We have about, we have six comedians. There's another one lurking around. He's a Johnny New guy. I'm not sure, right? Like, are we gonna put the Johnny New guy on or not? I'm thinking maybe 5 minutes for the fucking Johnny New guy. I was thinking it before, but I've had a few cocktails and a shot, and now I'm like, fuck the Johnny New guy. We're gonna put him on. We'll give him 5 minutes and he'll try. Johnny New guy already walked a customer. The guy was on a happy little date, then he heard we were gonna put on a fucking Johnny New guy, and he was like, honey, you hold down the fort, I'm fucking checking out on this. That's not true. He's just, Dad, it's not true, Dad. He just went to the bar to get a drink. Okay, well, this is the exciting part. I have 6 comedians. Some of you are regulars at my show, and you know a lot of the comedians I introduce, and tonight I've stacked a whole bunch where I'm like, I don't think you've seen some of these, so I'm gonna sneak some in on you, and I hope you enjoy them. These are people who I've seen over the past year that I'm like, all right, we're gonna do a big show, and we're gonna stream it live, and we're gonna blow Hillary's announcement out of the water. Fuck yeah. All right, so I want to bring up the first young lady. I see her at Ari's Tavern, which is Eugene's big show every other Friday night. He streams that live on EUGE.com. I've seen her host. I've seen her headline it. I've seen her go in the middle. She's always fun and entertaining. She always makes the crowd feel really good. So would you give her a nice welcome? This is ShaNae Ross, everybody. Please welcome ShaNae Ross.
This looks like an AA meeting. I like the high. Yeah. You look like Mr. Clean, like for real. I just want to rub your head, for real. Is this your man? Yeah. Oh, okay, I'll back up. You don't want that old saber tooth, do you? I'm giving you this young meow right here. Meow. I'm not gonna mess with him no more. Got a little weird. It got a little weird. Ladies, are we sexy and we know it? Make some noise. It just kind of tapered off somewhere back there. Let me just kind of boost your self-esteem up, if I may. You is smart. You is kind. You is important. Thank you. That's for you. That's for you, Tabitha. I don't know if that's your name, but you look like a Tabitha. I'm just gonna go with that. I'm excited because I'm celebrating. I just celebrated my 32nd birthday. Yeah, black don't crack. And I have no children. So to me, I beat all odds. I don't have to go on Maury Povich looking for my baby's dad. I did my mom a favor. I've discovered that here in Colorado, white women are really fit. And that's what you're supposed to do. I started working out with some of the Lilies and Tabithas. And y'all just went too far. One of my white friends was like, hey, let's go swimming. And I was like, what? Black women don't like getting their hair wet. That's like kryptonite. I'm not about to go in no water. And then to add more insult, she was like, you know what we're gonna do? And I was like, yeah, tell me. She said, we're gonna do the Manitou incline. I shouldn't have to have my hands on my thighs trying to catch my breath as you run all the way up the mountain. I should be able to decide if I want to meet Jesus then. You don't make me run all the way up there. And then she kills me and we go to Subway. I don't want to always eat fresh. If I did the Manitou incline, I should reward myself at Popeyes. A 2-piece on a Tuesday? Oh my God, I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. I can't work out really with the sisters too much because we really don't have a game plan intact. Hence is why our race is the leading, we leading with the high cholesterol and diabetes. And the only time we work out is when our baby's dads is getting out. And we don't want him to, his time that he was locked up, we didn't want him to feel like it was wasted. Ladies, I know these Kardashians is making it hard for us. They are, because a lot of us, we want to look like Kim, or we want to look like Chloe, and look like Courtney. Forget them broads, forget it. Embrace you. If you got a little extra pouch, embrace that pouch. If your man don't want to lift it up and get all in the middle of that, that's his problem, not yours. If you got the bat wings, embrace the bat wings. You ain't got to go get no surgery for that. If you got this extra turkey neck, gobble, gobble on his balls. Do what you gotta do. He'll probably go to Jared's the next day. That made me laugh. I'm sorry. that made me laugh. So I'm assuming everybody's on Facebook. Yeah. A few of you. Guy in Ohio, black guy, was going to court. It's pretty typical for us sometimes. But he was going to court for a child support case, right? Pretty typical for us sometimes. But he did a DNA test on a baby that wasn't his. And he got to pay child support. $80,000 is what he owed for a little mother that wasn't his. And he's a dad by default in Ohio. And then they were saying in the news that they were gonna open it up where same-sex couples could also be a part of this. Now, look, if I don't have no kids at 32, and I get with you and you got a baby, I don't wanna be a baby's mom. I'm not gonna be a baby's mama by default. Like, I should be able to keep my money. If I didn't pass something out of my private, what makes you think I'm gonna take care of your baby? So any same-sex couples in here, be careful. That was my public service announcement to y'all. I get nervous. I'm like, he's paying for a kid that's not his? I got two dads. And my real dad met my stepdad. They had drinks, he's still paying child support. And I'm welcome. Will I see any of the money? Probably not. But I just wanted to share my story with y'all. Check this out. Since we all family, and this is like a really serious, therapy session for me. My mom is a psychotherapist. Right, surprisingly. Black people don't really believe in talking to somebody on the couch. We believe in talking to God. God for everything. Why should I have to talk to my mom on the couch and pay a copay? She gonna hit me with a copay. If you are licensed in that, Michelle, then I should be able to talk to you for free. Do y'all agree with that? No? No? She has a lot of white clients, she told me, a lot of white women. And y'all going crazy. Snap, I don't know why y'all always on Snapped. Like the acronym for that is like, she's not afraid, please, people eventually die. That's what that should stand for. They should show that. You white women is killing people, tired of them for money and the life insurance and stuff. I wouldn't get you out your check, Pops. I would take care of you. 420 somewhere, you right, man, that's my man right here. I'm easily fertile. If you want a little mixed baby, hey, guess who's coming to dinner? You. Get you some catfish. I like you. That's my boo. That's my boo. Has it been 12 minutes for me? 6 minutes? I feel like a preacher up here with no sermon. This is just really beautiful, this whole 17 of y'all. I think that we should just get like an offering plate and pass it along. I really do. I really dig like white people's public display of affection. Like, sir, I know that's you. I do. You put your arm around, I start slapping on the butt. She's like, you better stop. I like that. Is that your lady? Yeah, sir. I don't. There's no other seat. There's no other faces behind you. Is that? You about to sleep on the couch, Tom. She said, "Are you with me or not?" Like, you about to walk home. There you go. There, see the leg? Yes. You gonna get some tonight. I like how you got that leg. Like, I know that they together. Black dudes, not so much. Y'all leave us in the car. And the car still be running, and we trying to get our purse to get out to catch up to you. Like, I shouldn't have to figure out if I'm with you or not. Like this, I know, like that's good, that feels good. Black dudes, you be like, go ahead, walk home. And they're like, you trail, like I shouldn't have to catch up for you for love. I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to have self-esteem issues. Am I at 12 minutes now? I don't know if I got some DVDs for y'all in the back. For the people at home, it's really a lot of people in here. We got people up at the top. You can't see them, but I can see them. They up at the top. They all on the side over there. It is a lot of people in here. A lot of people. You see that? You see them clap? Yeah. There's a lot of people in here. Yeah, and my new baby's dad, and yeah, all of that. This is a lot of people in here. People from home. Yeah, tune in, tell your people, like, this is a beautiful show. Bear, black bear, I don't know. A baby bear, I don't know. I liked the name when he said bear. I was like, I can see that. And then he said baby bear, I don't know. Has it been 12 minutes now?
For sure.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and, where's my choir stand mic? There we go. Leave you with this. Have you ever looked at somebody's lips and it made you put your own chapstick on? No? Oh, just me? So some of y'all didn't get high before y'all came in here? No? All right, well, my name is ShaNae Ross. Feel free to find me on Facebook. Pops. Me and you need to get together and pick out our wedding colors, okay? I can do all white. I'm a Puritan, so me and you can get together. She can be our flower girl. And then all of our family and friends that's up at the top, they'll be at our wedding, all right?
That's ShaNae Ross, everybody. Now, what I told you is some of you, we're going to meet some comics for the first time, and then some comedians apparently are meeting some of my audience members for the first time. ShaNae, I would love to see Dave impregnate you. Did you say you were gently fertile? You had a sweet phrasing for your level of fertility. I gotta wonder, could you get pregnant from dancing at tracks? Sharing a table at Boys Town. Dave's wicked gay. That's why he laughs at all my gay jokes. And like that's how other people go, oh fuck, must be a wicked gay joke. Because Bear spoke and Dave did that, and then that's how it works. But I'm not trying to disconnect you two. I know Dave likes black guys, and you're wearing a tie. Right? Like a ball cap. I think you even talked about your balls. And I bet Dave was looking like, Dave likes black balls. I mean, you got a big old pair, but they're just stage balls, girl. And then you did that whole thing, like checking if everybody was having a good time, like right at the, you set a good tone every time I see you. That's why I like you. You do that, and I didn't. I take you. I know that I started well. I didn't do that stuff. I never do the stuff like, and we're gonna have the greatest time ever tonight, everybody. And I'm not trying to stop us from doing that, everybody. I'm trying to learn how to. I watch Beyonce concerts. And that's how I watch what she does. And Beyonce's really good at it. She does stuff like that. Like, tonight, you and I and us, it's gonna be the greatest thing or the most amazing ever. And the crowd goes ape shit over that. And I noticed you don't. Mostly because over the years, we've been laughing at really mean jokes together. We say cruel things and then you giggle, and I think that's why you come back. I think you hire me to mock people like Beyonce for endless hope. I mean, we're downtown, everybody. It's a three-quarter empty bar. We're gonna have the greatest time ever tonight. We're gonna change the world. I don't even know how you did that. I don't believe it, but I believe in you. I think it's gonna go this way in my career. Either this shit is gonna work one day, and a pile of people are gonna come in here and they're gonna be like, we changed the world. And then at that point, I think I'll be able to charge. That'll go great. That'll go great. Beyonce, by the way, $50 a ticket if you know her. They're what, $110 a ticket? Is that, I mean, most of you are here free. I think one guy bought a fucking ticket. I don't know how that happened. We Facebooked all day like we have extra seats and gave them away free. And then somewhere during the day, somebody was like, I'm fucking buying one of those. And as a gay Republican, if you're here, if you're not here, guy, I fucking love the markup on that. Like if Guy was out driving around and was like, I'm sick of the parking, I'm fucking out. I feel for Guy if you're watching at home, Guy. Did you buy a ticket to watch from home? Because that part, I don't know how I could market around that. Either way, I just appreciate the way you changed my world, Guy. For the rest of you, I want to put you on notice. If you ever do that again, like cheering all like that over, like, tonight, greatest thing ever, $50 a ticket. That's what I'm going to charge you. We'll go to the bar right after, I swear. I'll buy the first round. You're gonna buy the second one. Mostly because you already decided you were gonna pay $50 a fucking ticket for something I gave away free today. I don't wanna fight you on this, crowd. Just wanna learn how to do this. Just gonna try to do it right. If I do a 20-minute rant in between each comedian, we're gonna be here. It's gonna go like a Red Sox game, and we're gonna be here till 2 a.m. By the way, gay guy doing a fresh sports joke. That's ShaNae. After the show, explain that joke to Dave. On your first date, you can explain to him which one of the sports baseball is. Dave will love that. Okay, if you've been to my shows before, especially if you ever caught our Spaghetti Western comedy show, thank you. You might be familiar with this next act. She played our narrator. Whenever I put a show together, I call her up and I go, girl, you gotta be here. Would you please welcome, I'm gonna do her album recording and I wanna start pimping that. She's recording a live album at Lanny's Clock Tower in June, right on Gay Pride weekend. Would you please welcome Jordon Wieleba, everybody? Jordon Wieleba.
Yay, Armory! Oh, shit. Janae, I'm so sorry about Dave. I don't think it's gonna happen, but we might, Dave, right? You know the equipment. You're familiar with it. For the rest of you, Armory, I'm gonna let that soak in. This is gonna be a fun educational night. Go Rockies, right? Yay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave here purple and black. I don't know. Sports joke. What's up? Oh no. I am happy to be here down here in Brodo. I'm excited. It's spring, which I'm excited about. I love spring. I'm a little worried though because the year is already a fourth of the way over. Unfortunately, 2015 is a quarter of the way over, which it upsets me and it scares me because when I was a kid, 2015 was the future. This is the future. We don't know what happens after this. This year we were supposed to get flying cars. We were supposed to get hoverboards. We were supposed to get like 3 Michael J. Foxes. It didn't happen. We don't know what happens after 2015. You guys, Back to the Future didn't tell us that. It's a steep downhill decline after this. You know what happens after 2015? Fucking Running Man, all right? It's gonna be scary. If you're not familiar with that, it's criminals sending criminals down to kill criminals on live TV. We're almost already there, all right? Like, American Idol is 2 seasons away from it. It's like, you wonder what happened to David Archuleta? Yeah, Buzzsaw got him. It's gonna be unfortunate. I don't want Running Man to happen because you know what happens after Running Man? The Purge. If you're not familiar with The Purge, that's once a year for 12 hours. Everything is legal. Everything is legal, including murder. And that's gonna suck. Because you know what the worst part about The Purge is gonna be? All the fucking selfies, you guys. It's gonna be terrible. Like, I just killed a dude with the buzzsaw. Selfie, click, click. It's like hashtag bloody mess, hashtag numbers, smiles. If everything is legal during the purge, what about the dude who doesn't want to kill somebody? Like, what about the dude who just wants to, like, fucking octopus in IHOP? Like, it's like, you can't touch me! You can't touch me! Pass the syrup, you can't touch me! No, boysenberry, come on, just... What about that guy? They're not gonna make a movie out of him, unfortunately. It's gonna suck. After the purge, we have 12 Monkeys, then we have Aliens, then we have Planet of the Apes, and then Frozen, and we're all fucked. That's gonna be awful. Talking Snowman, just let it go. That's gonna be terrible. I am not looking forward to 2015 or any year after that. It's already been a weird year for me. I have roommates. Got roommates this year, which is very exciting. I'm not used to it. My very pregnant sister and her boyfriend, who just got out of jail, moved into my house. Yeah, yep, you can catch us this fall on CBS. It's gonna be wonderful, yeah. It's like, find out what happens when a pregnant bartender and her ex-convict boyfriend moves in with a transsexual comedian and her emotionally abusive cat. It's, yeah, tonight on 1.5 Men. It's gonna be terrible. I hate that tag so much. It's gonna be terrible. Yeah, weren't expecting that tonight, were you, Gone Girl? It's just kidding. I'm kidding. You sat in the front. It could have been Dave. Sorry. I know you too well though, so it's not gonna happen. Yeah, I am transsexual. Sorry if you weren't expecting that. We do exist outside the crying game and Silence of the Lambs. You guys calm down. It's 2015. Get over yourself. You might want to have somebody walk you to your car on the way to the parking lot though, because I have been drinking. I'm gonna get you. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, it's. I can put the lotion on the skin myself. Nobody's getting the hose tonight. Don't worry. It's fine. Yeah. Believe it or not, it's hard living your life as a transsexual. The only thing in my life that gets hard anymore. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, hormones. Thank you, estrogen. Thanks. Yeah. Nothing like a second puberty to wake you up in the morning. Am I right, folks? Boom. Yeah, with the testes and with the SDs, as they always say. It's fine. Yeah, even in the gay community, it can be difficult. You know, everybody's got their own defined roles. Everybody's got their own niche. The gays are gay. The lesbians are lesbians. The bisexuals are greedy. Everybody, I'm just kidding. I love my bisexual friends. I'm not trying to talk shit about them. They can get laid twice as easy. So way to go, bisexual people. Yeah, crack the code. We're jealous. We're jealous of you bi people. Yeah, but with transgender people, the lines are kind of blurred. Like I'm transsexual, but that's different from transvestite, which is different from drag queen, which is different from cross-dressing, which is different from intersex, which is different from genderqueer, which is different from gender fluid, which is different from the tail and the frog and the bump and the log and the hole at the bottom of the sea. Right? Yeah, no wonder we're last in the gay alphabet. It's ridiculous. Like LGBT, GLBT, whatever, we're fucking last. It doesn't matter. And people like to think that I'm some sort of pervert, like this is a fetish for me, which it totally is. For some of us it is. It's the only way we can get on TV. But for most of us, it's not. It is clearly not a fetish for me. I haven't been laid in 5 years, you guys. It's scary. Yeah, 5 years. Homeless people fuck more than I do. It's horrible. And they do it to survive. It's one. The last thing I fucked was a box of Wheat Thins, and man, they put up a fight. Are you kidding me? Those grooves, yikes. It's horrible, but it is not a fetish for me. It is not a fetish for me, and people like to placate that stereotype. Like, I was on Twitter, and I saw somebody post something like, oh shit, my car broke down on the highway in Trinidad, Colorado, sex change, capital of the world, oh no, LOL. You know, hashtag tranny rape. And yeah. It's true. And I'm reading that, I'm like, seriously, dude, is that what you think we do? Do you think we hang around highways waiting for cars to break down so we can attack you and make you feel uncomfortable? It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. Everybody knows that trannies prefer broken down school buses instead of cars. Anyways, am I right, folks? Yeah! Yay! That was terrible. I can say tranny, by the way. That's our N-word, just so you know. Tranny is a bad word. Not a lot of people know this. Jerry Springer didn't know it. Nobody knows this. And it's not like we toss it around in our own community. It's not like I see another trans woman coming down the street I know and I go, "Sup, tranny?" So yeah, this is my tranny right here. So sup, fist bump, shit. I don't know. I'm gonna start my own rock group, TWA. Yeah, well. Bad. It's being transgender has affected my dating life. Surprise! It's hard to date, especially in my neighborhood. There's not a lot of LGBT hookup places. I'm from a little town called Highlands Ranch. Oh, you've heard of it? Great. Yeah. The gayest thing we have down there is California Pizza Kitchen. You're laughing because you're like, yeah, they got some gay pizzas. You kidding me? It's like Greek olives and prosciutto on brioche dough. Yeah, their pizzas are pretty fucking gay. They should call them glitzas. Am I right, Dave? That means yes. That's Dave for yes. Oh man, I tried dating. I honestly tried dating. Online dating was my main forte. I hit all the major sites. I hit eHarmony, Plenty of Fish, Match.com. Christian Mingle, J-Date, Black People Meet, Farmers Only. No bites. No bites, unfortunately. I did find a trans dating site, but I kept getting links to car repair places. I had to wade through those. That was fine. I got my oil changed at work. Those pet boys are very nice, guys. And there is a guy I do like. There actually is a guy I do like. He's a nice straight boy. I like straight men. I'm a straight woman. I like straight men. Wrap your head around that, Armory. I like straight men, and I think he likes me too. But he's seen me perform before. He knows I'm trans, and that really makes him question himself. You know, he's like, what does that mean about me? What are my friends gonna think? What if I get too emotionally attached to this chick? And I never thought that I'd be the person to say this, but dude, quit acting like such a fucking girl. Are you kidding me? It's like, grow some balls, man. Ask me out. It's like, do you want mine? Take them. I don't need, just ask me out, dude. please. That's horrible. Like, I think guys are just afraid to date me because of the age-old adage of cooties, you know? Of course, at my age, cooties means penis. So I think guys are just afraid to date me because my cooties might be bigger than theirs. It's not fine. I will find somebody, you guys. I will find somebody. I'm holding out faith. I will find somebody. I just want somebody who wants me for me, you know? It's not the penis on the outside that matters. Penis on the inside. That counts, you guys. Thank you so much.
Jordon Wieleba, everybody. Good old Jordon Wieleba. All right, she's recording an album. I told you that, right? She's recording an album, Laney's Clock Tower. I hope we can all go. I'm going to be there. It's going to be Pride Weekend. I'm going to be drunk. Yeah, I'm going to bring at least 3 twinks. Right? And then at least one of them will get every joke. Right? Right? That, you know, and then the other 2 I'll explain, and then it'll be in a rotation. Okay, you're just a beautiful crowd, by the way. You support everything we think about when it comes to our twinks. All right, in the back of the house is a young man who I first caught at the Denver Improv. How many of you know that we have a comedy club out at the airport? That's where it is, right? I mean, it's out there in Stapleton. Every time I go there, I book an airport shuttle to take me home, which is just, that's another thing I'm going to improve. After the Luber launch makes me a billionaire, I'm going to start Mom Van Shuttle. Yeah, I don't know if any of you fly a lot, but I always take the little blue airport shuttle van, and that's my shuttle van. I dig them. But if we were to ever to improve that service, it would just be a mom van that showed up. And that would be, they would, you know they would be on time. And that they'd call you the night before, like, might want to go to bed early, Charlie. Call me Chuck. Charlie, go to bed early. You have to 5 a.m. flight. Well, it's a 10 o'clock show. I won't be done drinking till 2 a.m. Do you have to go out drinking for your flight? Yeah, I do, Mom Band Shuttle. And they would draw like a little bag lunch with your name on it. I would love that. I would love that. I would love that. Checking through. I would hold that everywhere. I'd be like, I'm rocking my lunch. Fuck you, Frontier Airlines. Right? Frontier Airlines would find a way. Is that Mom Band Shuttle? Is that a bag lunch? $12 for bringing that on board. You hear me, Frontier? Southwest, motherfuckers. There are other websites in which you can purchase a ticket from. And when you purchase the ticket, that's the whole cost. Yeah, that's a unique thing. You know what? Next time we do this, we're going to do it Frontier Airlines style. I'll be like, hey, free tickets, everybody, but there's a seat charge, and there's a glass charge for every beverage. Right? Yeah, oh, got to have a glass charge. And did you just laugh? Oh, sorry. Each joke comes with a laugh charge. That's a quarter. And, sorry, quarter, Dave. And we obviously be able to measure your, it'd be like, ding, every 2 seconds. Just, there's Dave. Oh, another quarter from Dave. And see, he's up 50 cents and you're only at 25. And guy who's up on me by 1. Did he leave? He took his one. Oh, you took your 1 point. Oh, you're at the bar now. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to introduce this next gentleman, and then I'm going to go to the bar and get myself a delicious beverage, because it's a Saturday night, and I'm at a comedy show, and I don't know how to not drink through this. We're changing the world. Dave's going to the bar. I'm going to the bar. Must be time for a guy comic. Right? Like, here comes another fucking dude, right? Let's go to the bar. We're out. I fucking love this dude, and I'm so glad. It's, I think, our first time on one of my shows. I'm glad to finally get you on one. Would you please welcome D. Kelley, everybody? Here's D. Kelley. I bet you Dave comes back quick. Here you go, sir. Enjoy the house.
Give it up for Chuck. Yeah. Thanks for having me, Chuck. How you guys doing? What's cracking? That means hello. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you. I was talking to ShaNae. That was just for us. I'm sorry. I didn't want to fuck you guys up or nothing. Just trying. This is nice. You know it's going to be an interesting show when the crowd is sitting on metal foldy prison chairs. Interesting show. What do they say on them? State-made recliner. I see that SMR on there. I know it look like the chairs from my old church I used to go to that used to be a King Soopers. It's church now. They used to play bingo in there, but now it's church. We got SMR chairs. It was nice. This is gonna be fun, like trying to kill a spider naked. It's just gonna be a blast. You ever just come out the shower and there's just a spider just hanging there and shit? Right between you and that towel, he just dropped down looking at you and shit. What's up, motherfucker? You was real tough with some socks on, motherfucker. What's up now, bitch? Where them Tim boots at now, motherfucker? Dried off for 4 hours and shit. This fucking spider won't leave. It's hard to kill a spider with your balls out. It's fucking tough. It's nice, so motherfucker. Reality TV's fucked up. In 2015, you guys see that show where they just ride around with hidden cameras and just fuck with people all day? They just ride around and like kick people and hit them and shit. It's called Cops. You guys seen this shit? It's fucking. This shit is fucked up. It's whipping ass. Like, damn, y'all can't pick a better show? Fuck. I already got to see this on YouTube. Is there any police here? If you are here, how you doing? I didn't mean that shit. I'm talking about the ones on the internet, not you. If you're here, fries on me. I'll get the fries. I will. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. If there's any police here, sorry, I shouldn't have added that part. It's fucking stupid. You guys ready to turn up? Get turned. Let's get turned on a Saturday. I'm sorry. That means woo, woo. Turn up, woo. It's a black version of woo. Trying to turn up, homie. I got some Hennessy. Would you like to woo with me this weekend, my friend? I got some whiskey. It'll be a good old time. We'll just fucking go out and woo! Fuck yeah. You gotta celebrate on the weekend. We got work on Monday. I gotta celebrate. Anybody else want to get fired, but you're just too good at what you do, so they won't let you go? Am I the only one? Shows up late on purpose. Take long breaks and extra lunches. They called me in the office like, look, Mr. Kelley, you were late every day last week, but keep up the good work. Good job. I'm like, shit. I'm trying to get out of here. Fuck, what I gotta do? This is bullshit. I don't even comb my hair. I quit brushing my teeth to go to work. Like, fuck do I gotta do to get fired? This bullshit. Now I just show up high and shit. I do, man. I go to work drunk. I don't participate in potlucks no more. I'm trying to get fired. Fuck your Stromboli, Deborah. That's all you do is bring Stromboli every potluck, you bitch. You just go on Google, look up some shit you got no business cooking, and you bring that every fucking potluck is Stromboli, soggy ass. Fucking Stromboli. I hate this shit. They called me in the office again. Mr. Kelley, you're gonna have to participate. All right? Start eating the fucking Stromboli. And here go a raise. Good job. Shit. Shit. I'm trying to get fired. My coworker's like, you need to be happy you got a raise. Okay, a job is a blessing. Okay, be happy you got a raise. A job's a blessing. I'm like, yeah, it is. But so is unemployment. That is a blessing too. I don't have to come here. I can move around during the day. I don't gotta fuck with that Stromboli no more. Fuck this job. Fuck's the worst. I hate work, man. Fuck make me want to like go shit outside or something. Like fuck, I don't even want to shit in the bathroom. Just trying to get away from this shit. There's a hill out back. I'll just shit at the top and watch it roll down. Fuck this job. For real, it makes you change your personality and shit. Like, I don't fucking say howdy. Why the fuck? Howdy. Howdy. Thanks for calling. Howdy. I need to leave here. I say motherfucker, not howdy. Can I get fired, please? It's the worst, man. I worked 40 hours and still broke. One of my bill collectors found me the other day. I don't know how they knew where I lived at in my grandma's basement. I don't know how somehow they sent a letter to me. I don't even know the address there. Grandma, where you live? Bill collector sent me a letter and shit. Well, you guys don't relate. Y'all never had a bill collector call you from a different number? Just me? I'm the only one that talked to Bill and then hang up and talk to Bill? What the fuck? Bill, don't call me again. I still don't have it. The other thing is a game. I got so many bill collectors. I don't even say nothing when they call. I just put the phone down. They get mad. Hello, Mr. Kelley. Hello, pick the phone up. We can hear you in the background. We hear your PlayStation 1 right now. Pick this phone up. Quit playing that. Turn off Crash Bandicoot. I think it's a game. I got so many bill collectors. They call me on three-way and shit. This is Chase Banks, Sally Mae, and Kaiser. Mr. Kelley, can you please pick up this phone? We're all here. We was wondering if you could just pay one of us. Just come here and pay one of us. They start taking bids and shit. Well, here at Chase Bank, we're willing to take $25 a month. Okay, it's a recession. We'll go that low. Well, here at Sally Mae, we're willing to take $10 a month, Mr. Kelley. Well, here at Kaiser, we will take your PlayStation 1. It's vintage. It's got to be worth something. Pick the phone up. I pick up quick, then hello, shit. I got Crash Bandicoot, Jet Moto, Tomb Raider, 3 extra controllers. What you need? A disc cleaner? I got it. You guys do consignment? I got some old clothes from high school. Do you buy those back? Got some old FUBU. When it was tight, back when it was, before they put Fat Albert on it. I'm saying white people buy FUBU and put Fat Albert on it. Now only Africans wear it. In Africa. Like, wait a minute. You got a Fat Albert FUBU? In this fucking desert and shit? Your boy's naked and shit, but you got on lugs. Where the fuck you get them Tim boots? Being broke is hard. You know, I just hope I never go Goodwill broke. And if I do, I hope it's the one at Highlands Ranch. Have y'all seen this? That motherfucker is nice. Have y'all seen that shit? They still got tags on some of the clothes. They don't wear masks when they come and get your stuff out the trunk. It smells like lemon. I'm like, I'm gonna need a, do y'all take rent? Can I move in this motherfucker? You know you poor when you drive past a dog food factory and it start to smell good and shit. Like, wait a minute. Y'all got lamb? Is that lamb I smell? Can I get some samples, please? Let me get the soft stuff in the little can with the hard shit be cutting on my mouth. I don't want that. Let me get the one with the gravy. Hard shit cut up your mouth like Captain Crunch and shit. I think I should probably get out of here, right? I done lost track of time. Just a little bit about myself before I go, guys. I used to be a school teacher. Have a good night.
D. Kelley right there, everybody. His collection agents are here, so give him another round of applause. I just love that Sally Mae joke, dude. I love the whole conference call joke. I'm so glad you told that, dude, that thing. Every time you go Crash Bandicoot, yeah. I'm just like, one day I'm gonna know what that is. And then thanks for calling out FUBU. Right? Like, man, I had my FUBU, and then they put on Fat Albert, and I was like, I'm not that kind of white. I got soul. Okay. This young lady, I do her show at Syntax. I teach at Community College Denver. That's on Wednesday nights, and it's very fun. And then afterwards, sometimes, like when I'm still jiving on the comedy, I sneak out to her hot show at the Syntax. It's a very fun open mic, and I think she's wicked clever. Whenever she assembles a show, I think they're clever. So I'm glad to have her come do some stand-up. I hope to get to introduce her to you. This is Mara Wiles, everybody. Give her a nice round of applause. Mara Wiles.
Give it up for Chuck, guys. Come on. ShaNae, D, Jordon. Jordon, we've been talking, and we're happy. We're so happy for you, but you can't be a better woman than the women on the show, is what I've decided. Me and Janae, who you'll see in a minute, said, please stop. You're getting too beautiful. Can we borrow some of your pills? I've got some broad shoulders I need to take care of. Every time. Guys, as you can see, I'm amazing with introductions. You guys are all falling in love right now. Boners down. Dave, I'm talking to you. Boners be gone. I'm normally pretty okay, but sometimes you run into somebody who's like a friend of a friend. It's like an acquaintance. Like the other day, I ran into this guy I didn't know so well, and he wanted to give me a hug right away. And I was like, put her there, pal. Then he came down for the handshake, but I was already up here in high five territory. So then he tried to give me a kiss on the cheek, okay? All right? And I didn't know what to do. So I just slept with him. And you know what, guys? Wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. He had a kind touch and a gentle thrust. A stranger's love is a must. At least that's what my grandma always said about my granddad. We are gonna find him someday. I need blood. I need blood to live. Blood's hard to find. I do comedy, clearly. You're like, of course you do. Why aren't you? Are you Louis C.K.? No, I'm Mara, guys. Remember, a name that you'll never get right. You want to call me Mara. All of you right now, you want to say, oh, Mara. Oh, Mara, I love your Miami Vice look that you've pulled together this evening. Oh, Mara. No, it's Mara, guys. It's Mara. And yes, it took a while to get this look together. White blazers don't come easy. But it's Mara. Everyone wants to call me Mara because they always say they had a friend who they met on Birthright named Mara, or an au pair named Mara. No, it's Mara. When I was a kid, no one ever got it right. No one ever got it right. And I made a promise to myself early on. I said, you know what? I am not going to marry anyone unless they get my name right the first time they meet me. So guys, it was looking pretty bleak for a while there. It is either going to be my dad, Charlie, nice guy, or a lesbian I met at the Lilith Fair. I was 13, and we both loved the Dixie Chicks, so I should have tried a little harder on that one, but I let her go. Cowboy took her away, and no, I actually do have a boyfriend. I met him. I never actually had to do online dating. I dodged that horrible bullet of douchebags somehow. Can you imagine, and just think of a bullet made of douchebags, just all wearing the same flat-brimmed hat coming at you full speed? I'll take your gut out real quick. No, I met my boyfriend the old-fashioned way. Drunk at a party. So there's hope for you all yet. Just go out later tonight and forget. And then you'll remember you slept with somebody the next day, and that helps a lot. I actually waited to have sex. I waited for someone to do it to me, and it took longer than I thought. When you're passive aggressive, you need someone to really get in there and mix it up. But I waited till I was 25. I waited till I was 25 to have sex, and I figured If it's good enough for Hertz rental car, it's good enough for me. I can finally afford to get this vacuumed out twice a week now.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
Twice a week.
Great joke.
Thank you, Chuck. It is a great joke. It is an excellently, perfectly written joke, grammatically spelled perfectly right as well. I know. I wonder, I was ready for my first time because I had the tarp on me, so I figured, why not? I didn't know how to do it. I was like so concerned about cleanup. I didn't make out or hook up with guys. Still don't know what everybody's term of hookup is yet. Everybody's hooking up. Your hookup is your hookup. It's like your own religion. Whatever your hookup beliefs are, because when someone says hooking up, that could mean, for me, that's a firm handshake. For you, that's fucking a guy bareback. I don't know. I don't know your life. Some of us were a little bit of a late bloomer, okay? Some of us were a little bit of a late bloomer. I've had this body since I was 12, almost exactly. Imagine it in overalls and in this position, ready for a triple threat, ready to pass that ball, dribble that ball, or shoot that ball. Been this size for a long time, but didn't know what to do with it. Because when you grow boobs at a young age, for a woman, or a man, I'm sure, very startling, but for a woman, you don't know how to handle it right away. It's new to you. You just want to tape them down and forget about it. But your mom's always like, Mara, you're beautiful. Walk proudly down the hallway with your new chest and be proud of your womanhood. Come on, Mara. Do it. Come on, girl. 13 years old. No one ever says that to a 13-year-old boy. No one's ever like, Brian. Oh my God, Brian. Look at that erection you have, Brian. Oh my God, what? Brian, don't hide your erection. Brian, don't hide it with a trapper keeper. Brian. Walk proudly down the hallway with your erection. Go up to Tina and just bounce, 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 Show her what you're working with. Bounce, 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 bounce. It's one direction. Into you, girl. I missed that big makeout party where people were doing things, hands were going places. I was at the Renaissance Fair with my mom and my aunt, getting something else fingered, got my hair French braided. It was beautiful. Baby's breath, everything. But it's been good because it kind of got me out of a lot of trouble. I was, a bit of a prude. Never had a lesbian experience, except for that one time. But my Nana was just so sick and confused. It was like, I'm not Grandpa, Nana. I've never had a pregnancy scare. Never had an abortion scare either, which is just a guy jumping out of an alley with a coat hanger. So I've missed out a lot in life. People always ask how I got into comedy, and it's actually a pretty beautiful story, and I'll let you guys on it right now. I was actually trained to be a yoga instructor. I was actually my last week in my yoga training, 12-week training, and I was in a perfect shavasana. And let me check my form. If you know yoga, you know this is spot on. And I was in a perfect shavasana, and I had a realization. Total enlightenment. And then I shit my pants. I was asked to leave, had to change my name, get a new hairstyle. This is actually a wig. They ask you to be comfortable, and then when you're comfortable, it's all wrong, Get out, they say. You're disgusting, they say. Fuck you, yoga, all right? And I'll just stretch myself with the bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. No. Remember the bounce, guys, I have a boyfriend. Yeah, all right. One whistle, it's him. He's here. No, I'm kidding. I have a boyfriend. It's great. We are in a very loving relationship. I encourage you all to be in one as opposed to an abusive one. Try to avoid those. That's my one tip. Pro tip, if he hits you, probably leave. But we've been together for a while now. When we moved in with each other, he told me straight out, he's from a small town in Nebraska. He said, you know what, babe, honey, sweetie, got a lot of nicknames, honey, baby, sweetie. I'm not going to lock the door to the apartment because I refuse to live in fear. I said, please stop yelling. I said, okay, that's fine. Do you, boo, okay? But I am going to lock the door to the apartment every chance I get because I refuse to be murdered in a basement apartment. Just Something I put in my dream journal as a little girl. Do not get raped, murder, suicide in a basement apartment. No one else had that dream. Just me, just one girl dreaming big. When you move, it's like moving can be the most liberating feeling and also the worst feeling in the world because you're, next phase, you're doing something, moving in with somebody. But then after you get all the shit out of your apartment, you're just surrounded by more shit hair and all your skin cells and you feel like a complete loser, disgusting loser. And I felt even more horrible when I was moving recently because I found a picture of my grandma when she was 18 years old. Perfectly fitted suit. Not as good as this Miami Vice outfit, but perfectly fitted suit. A gold brooch with diamonds, perfectly coiffed hair, standing next to a trunk to get onto a steamliner to cross the ocean to see Europe. First time ever, 18 years old. Gonna see the world. Sophisticated lady. And I was looking at this picture of her, and I had so much respect for her, and she just looked so beautiful and mature. 18 years old. Man, she really was part of the greatest generation. God, I had so much admiration for her. And I thought, my grandkids are never going to look at a picture of 18-year-old Mara and have any of the same emotions, They're going to be looking at a picture of me, be like, oh my God, look at Mima. I'm going to make them call me Mima. Oh my God, look at Mima. Do you see how she's wearing a sports bra and a t-shirt? Like she didn't even want you to know she was a woman. God, before her time. And do you see that necklace she's wearing right there? She made that from hemp and a bead she found in a quad. God, brave. Do you see that futon she's sitting on? Well, she brought that futon from apartment to apartment to apartment to apartment to apartment. She actually died on that futon. She had horrible credit. Oh, poor Mima. Poor Mima. And they just die cooler. I don't think I'm gonna die in a cool way. Like I can only hope, in Titanic, the woman dies, she's got the heart of the ocean, she's at the edge of the boat, she thinks, man, I slept with Leonardo DiCaprio, I flew in a plane, I've done it all. Time to die in the arms of Bill Pullman. Paxton? Who knows? I can only hope for best case scenario for my death I can only hope it's something like after a fresh mall walk, I've worked up a good sweat, and I've got all blue, teal probably, all blue with a matching iPod Nano, because I just caught up with technology. And I'm gonna after the mall walk, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna indoor skydive to my death, and I'm gonna throw my iPod Nano at my grandkids. And I'm not gonna wear my diaper that day, because someday they're gonna be able to clone me, and I just want them to have that for their kids, Dream big, guys. The future's beautiful, No, nobody knows. Because you haven't been to the future yet. So, danger play. I've tried to get more into taking dirty pictures. Has anyone here sent the pics on the phone?
Taking one right now.
Taking one right now of his dick. Hashtag barely there. No. He gets it. He knows what's up. I have no interest in receiving a dick pic. Because here's the thing, you get it. I don't care. I don't need to see your dick. I'll see it later in the boudoir, Show me behind closed doors. Because if you get a text message now, it shows up on your entire screen. I don't need everyone else getting turned on the bus with me. I mean, unless we're going to help each other out in some way, it's just a waste of time. And I learned how to masturbate late. I still don't know if I'm doing it right. I just kind of treat the whole situation like a bop it. I'm just like, turn it, twist it, pull it, flick it, flick it, flick it, flick it, wah, 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 and I won. If you concentrate really hard, sometimes you can win that game. So my boyfriend asked for more. He was like, "You never send any." The only dirty picture he's ever gotten was me in a like just a regular bra wearing a flannel. Like, you're welcome. Like, thank you, Mara, for that. My brother sent me that too. It was him. There's nothing to this. No head, just like manly flannel and like kind of boobs. Like that's all he got. You're welcome. Because I don't know, I need a setup for that. I need lighting. I need an assistant. I mean, otherwise I'm gonna take it and it's just gonna look like two very intense games of Don't Break the Ice, you know? Or Kerplunk. Or Play-Doh, I don't know. It depends on your games that you're gonna play. He used to write me notes all the time, like love notes. And he still does, but at first they were a lot more romantic. There's like one was like, I hope we stay old together forever. Creepy, thank you. Thank you for that creepy note. Or you're the most beautiful woman I've ever met. Very beautiful. But now he's gotten a little lazy. It's now just like a picture of my boobs with a thumbs up next to it saying, great job. And I am doing a great job. Thank you. Accurate doll. If you're gonna make that an accurate drawing, you gotta remember this nipple right here. There's 3 of them. They're all special in their own way. Yeah, I'm blessed. I'm #blurst, guys. People ask me too, they ask me what my number 1 fear is. Number 1 fear is squirrels, of course, squirrels. I think we can all relate to that. But my second fear in life is being left at the altar. And I'm not too worried about getting married right now, mainly because my boyfriend said we're not going to do it multiple times to my face. So I'm not too worried about that game plan happening. And that's okay, because the saying is that you need 2 months' salary to buy an engagement ring. And I've already got so many friendship bracelets. I really don't need him going out of his way to get me another one. He's very poor. He's very poor is what I'm trying to say, guys. But he told me that, and I'm fine with it. But my biggest fear still to this day is being left at the altar. Can you imagine being left at the altar? Like the one person who said, girl, you're going to be my boo-boo for life. We're going to be riding dirty together till we're old. Let's do this. And then you show up and he decides, you know what? No thanks. Like, how do you recover from that? How do you bounce back and start a new life after being left at the altar? Do you get new hobbies? I mean, I guess you could take a dance class, but the only dance class you could really take by yourself is tap dancing. And how sad would that be? It's just like, so we met in college, and he said he loved me so much, okay? And then, I supported him all his way through law school. And then, when he started making money, he left me for his secretary. Jazz hands. Guys, thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of the show. Give it up for Chuck, everybody. Thanks so much, man. Thank you.
Nice job. Mara Wiles, right? You're right. Go chase her down. Chase her down. Tackle her. She was phenomenal. All right. You know what? I'd like Mara's show, and you're a fun crowd. Thank you very much. Mara brought the Johnny New Guy. Remember at the start of the show, I was like, are we going to put the Johnny New Guy on? And it seems like your mood changed. All right, be hostile to him. Right, you were such a great crowd, and that'd be awesome if you chew this little motherfucker up. And then, we'll bring on the 2 last comedians, they'll be great, and then this guy will cry. He'll be like, what? They were so awesome. Why did they drop out on me? Good luck to you. They're my house, and they're great people, and then they might not like you. I really don't know how this is going to go. A lot of people like to get introduced by me. You probably hate it. Right? Because that wasn't even a good introduction. But, for a Johnny New Guy, let's, fuck this guy over, right? We'll dig him a big hole, and then we'll see. Is he good enough? Can he get out of this? That's a soft ha from Dave. And that was a big ha. Now I feel confident to introduce you. Off of the big ha, here comes J.D. Lopez, everybody. Give him a nice round of applause. We're going to meet him right now. Enjoy yourself.
Hello, everybody. Hello, I'm J.D. Lopez. And you heard right, Lopez. You guys are all probably thinking, why is that white guy going by a Mexican stage name? Huh? It's real weird. But no, I'm a Mexican. I'm a Latino, if you will. I know I look white, but Mexican. There's actually a word for it, where you look white, but you're Hispanic. Someone called me just the other day. They called me a bad Mexican. Yeah, that's what it was. They said I was a bad Mexican. I know some people might get offended by that, but I take it as a compliment. You know, I feel like I have the best of both worlds. You know, I'm the Blade of Mexicans. You know, I'm the White Walker. You know, I have the best of both. You know, I can dance really well. I can roll my R's all crazy. You know, I bring this passion to things. You know, just Latin flair. But then I can also, you know, get a job outside the food service industry. You know, just talk in front of the house sometimes. You know. All right, I'm going to save that stuff for Tacos Rapidos next week. We'll just move on. So I'm pretty white, too. I'm totes white, you know. I can't stop saying totes, you know. It's really been affecting my life in some negative ways. None of you guys think this is a problem? You guys, it's totes a problem. You know, it starts off real cute. Totes my goats. It's the gateway totes, okay? Then you start saying things like I'm totes jelly. That ish is totes obvi, right? Totes cray. Who hasn't said that? Right? Tonight, right? I've said that like multiple times. I got pulled over the other day, and the policeman asked me if I knew why he pulled me over. Without even thinking, I said totes. He immediately made me do the field sobriety test, and even made me blow into the breathalyzer 2 times because he didn't believe someone who wasn't drunk would say totes to a police officer. So don't worry, guys. I totes passed. Made it here to tell you that joke. So looking up. Thanks to Chuck and Eugene for putting me on, guys. I really appreciate it. It's what the J stands for in JD, Johnny New Guy, Lopez. But I went home for Easter, and you guys go home? No? All right, you're terrible children. All right, your families miss you. You should go back sometimes, okay? But I went home, visited the fam, and it never ceases to amaze me around the table. All my family wants to talk about are crock pots. You know, no matter what the hot topic issues are, you know, they just want to talk about crock pots and crock pot related. Oh, you guys aren't into this? You guys have like a pot roast waiting at home? Huh? When you get back? It's been slow roasting all day. No? I don't get crock pots, okay? My family's really into it. I'm not. My grandma came in. You know, she's like, I have this 3-in-1 crock pot. You know, it's 3 units in one. You know, boom, 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 right there. She said it was the Ferrari of crock pots, okay? She's like, you can put the corn, the mashed potatoes, and the beans all in one. You know, boom, 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 right there. And, you know, I was just like, okay, that's cool. I didn't really get it, you know. My family gave me this exact same reaction, just stone cold, you know. But then my grandma chimed in, the sweetheart that she is. She was like, no, JD, you just don't get it. Crock pots are the best. They're the best, okay? You put beans in there in the morning, right? You go to work. You come back. You got beans. You got beans for like the rest of the week. I'm like, wow, Grandma, beans for a week? That is some Depression-era shit right there, Grandma. Beans for a week. Not really the staple of my diet, but thank you. You know, and she was like, no, JD, I'll get you one for your birthday. Your birthday's coming up. I'm going to get you a crock pot for your birthday. That's what I'll do. And I was like, no, Grandma, don't give me a crock pot for my birthday. You know, like help me pay my rent, you know, or new tires for my car maybe. And I'll be the homeless guy with the crock pot. That's who you'll be able to tell me down on Colfax. You know, I don't think they'll let me plug it into the Starbucks, Grandma. You know, so maybe I can hook up with another homeless guy who's got some beans, you know. We'll be set. Or you just hide some drugs in it, you know, and then it'll be my crack pot. You know what I'm saying? Come on, you all saw that coming. Crack pot, it's too easy. As Mara was talking about hugs earlier, yeah, and I have a weird relationship with hugs too. You know, it's just a big gesture in my family. You know, some members of my family, we don't hug, you know. So when Jeff at the bar wants to, you know, he doesn't shake hands, he hugs. You know, I'm going to put my hand out and be like, no, man, you know, you get a high five, you know, just like Mara was talking about. But then my ex-girlfriend used to get so upset because she'd be like, oh, you make it so socially awkward when you do that. Why can't you just take the hit? Why can't you just take the hit so, you know, emotionally? And I'm like, I don't want to do that. You know, it's just not what I do. She's like, you don't think I want to take, you think I want to hug everybody that wants to hug me at a bar? No, I don't. But I do. I take it, you know, and it just gets me thinking about how hard it must be for you guys to, for women specifically, to always have to be taking these things from men that they don't want to, you know. It's, man, it must be so hard. You know, women should be able to vote, guys, you know, right? Give women the vote, you know? You guys aren't in for gender equality? You're monsters, okay? Oh, guys, my stepdad, I went home and, you know, my mom remarried, and, you know, after Easter dinner, you know, I gave my mom a hug goodbye, and I shook my stepdad's hand, you know? It's what we do. And she was like, why didn't you hug Anthony? You should really, you know, you should hug him. He's your new stepdad. I just have this fear that he's going to wrap me up in a huge bear hug, get me in a big lock, you know, and just whisper in my ear, you feel just like your mother. You know, I know it's irrational, but it's a fear I have. But thanks for listening to me, guys. I'm JD Lopez.
Nice job, JD. JD Lopez. Oh, they liked you. I figured out the source of the tension. We had all those wonderful black acts, and then we bring out a Mexican guy. And that's just, wow, that's two audiences that just don't mix. Too real? Is that, oh, you're right. Fucking A. You know, I get a couple of drinks in me, then I'm just like, go out and tell them the truth. And then you guys are like, whoa, don't say it like that. He did all right for a Johnny New guy, right? But we should, he did all right. But we gotta black it the fuck up again. Right? Yeah. I mean, I'm like, we've known each other a little while, and I was like, I think I can say that. If I could set her up well. Tonight, I've told you I've wanted to introduce you to a lot of new acts, and I think we've done pretty well. Some people are brand new to you, and JD was brand new to me. This next young lady is someone who I caught, again, at Eugene's show at Ari's Tavern. Every time I see her, she lights up the crowd, she makes me giggle, and she makes me want to work with her. So would you please welcome Janae Burris, everybody. She's going to tell you great jokes. Here's Janae Burris.
Hey, black it up. Yeah, it's February all over again. Welcome, everybody. You didn't do enough in February, so here you are. This is your punishment. I'm here to make you feel so guilty for not utilizing your white privilege properly. Guys, it does not trickle down to me, so enjoy yourselves. Run some lights, steal some shit. Enjoy yourselves. I'm poor. I'm broke. I'm on unemployment, praise the Lord.
Yeah.
And I'm living on EBT right now. EBT. You guys don't know what EBT is. You're not living then. Got it? Yes. We're friends forever. EBT is the best. When you're just poor and shopping, or even when I'm working, my basket, there's hot dogs, there's tortillas. I'm trying to make it work. I'm eating margarine instead of butter. It's not a good lifestyle for me. But when you're working on EBT, lobster, crab, real butter, real milk. It's a good lifestyle. Thank you, Obama. I need that. I like Obama. I like him very much. He's one of the sexiest presidents we've had in a long time. Don't you think? And I'm not into black guys. That's not my shit right there. That's not me. My ex did have a big dick and bad credit, but he wasn't black. I'm not into black guys. I don't date black guys. I discriminate. I have this sort of weird fear. I think it's totally rational. I imagine that maybe we're related. How would I know? I can't be walking around dating my cousins. I like them tall, skinny, and Irish if I can get them. You know, broken, real broken. Real broken. I like my dudes. The more Irish, the better. The more superior I feel. Thank you so much for having me in Denver, Colorado. You have a lovely city. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you. I'm one of the good ones. I'll try to be good and not break anything. Just let me stay for a little bit longer. I know, I hear people complaining all the time about the traffic. I don't have a car. That wasn't me. Also, I'm poor and black. I do not gentrificate. That wasn't me either. I didn't bring the Whole Foods. It was here when I got here. I urbanize. I make your neighborhood cool again. I just want to stay for a little bit. I'm always trying to fit in Denver. I don't announce that I'm from LA up front. You know, I'm walking around, I'm drinking tap water all the time, just trying to fit in. My plaid shirt game is on fleek right now. I'm growing this beard. I'm doing all this for you, Denver. This is for you. Just want to be one of you guys. If I could get a cosigner right now and have me a Subaru with a native sticker on the bumper, yeah. I'm all up in here. Let me in. Let me in. Yeah. I like this place very much. I went to Boulder, though. Hard time fitting in Boulder. Yeah, Boulder's interesting. I stick out in Boulder. Like a black woman in Boulder. People notice. They notice. Even I noticed. I look around, I was like, oh yeah, I get it. I see why you're all staring. I get it. I see that now. It's 11. I'm originally from South Central Los Angeles, home of the LA riots. No justice, no peace. Yeah, hey Ferguson, we already did that in the 90s. Doesn't work. South Central's terrible place. Terrible. I'd love a Whole Foods in South Central though. Wouldn't that be tight? Get like some organic collard greens up in there. That would be tight. I'd be for reals into that. Be for real into that. You guys like pills? Oh, just judgmental alcoholics, huh? Okay, I see you. I see you over there at the bar. There's a whole show, and y'all can't put the drink down for a second. The bartender's not gonna leave if you watch the show, okay? You can still get your drink on. You're not better than me just because I like pills, all right? That's what my doctor got me addicted to. Not my fault, okay? And I'm not you guys ever steal pills? Oh, you're a real fucking judgmental crowd right there. Golly, I thought we were friends. I thought we were making friendship right now, okay? I'm not a total scumbag. I'd never steal from you, okay? I'd never steal from my friends, guys. But if you got good pills and you ain't sharing, then we ain't really friends. And I'm gonna take a couple just for myself. I like Vicodin, all right? You're not better than I like Vicodin because it not only takes away the pain, but it makes you invisible. Like Frodo, clapping it up. That's my boo right now. We're gonna talk later. Don't forget about me. I feel like Frodo from Lord of the Rings. I could just disappear right there at work, you know, while the kids are at PE. I could just disappear. It's one of my favorite. I have to announce that joke so that I could actually seek out the pill poppers in the audience. This is for medicinal purposes for myself. I need it. Life's not fair right now. I need those pills. I need them. I'm in my 30s. No husband, no kids. I need something. Being in my 30s is rough. I used to be so skinny in my 20s. If you're in your 20s right now, enjoy yourself. Slut it up while you can. Enjoy yourself. You'll never be that skinny again, no matter how hard you try. Never, ever, 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 no matter. I used to be in my 20s, it was so easy to lose weight. You ride your bike to work. You get back home, oh my God, I lost 8 pounds. Oh my God, I didn't even try. No big deal, I'm 20. So hard to lose weight. Now, I'd have to have a very, very late term abortion to lose 8 pounds right now. 8 stinking pounds. 8 measly pounds I'd have to kill to lose 8 pounds. And I can't have an abortion right now. I don't have that choice. I don't get the choice anymore. Too old. I gotta keep it. Whether it's sick or female, I just gotta keep it, right? I get no more choices at this point. Whatever stupid baby my boyfriend impregnates me with, that's all I get. But he won't do that because he's Irish. Sperm are no good. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I got called sir again.
Oh no.
Yeah. Keeps happening. My fault. I like to think it's because of the haircut and not because like my dick's hanging out or something. It's my fault. But I had to. I cut all my hair off when I got to town. I had this really long dreadlocks for forever, and they were heavy and cumbersome. And all the cool chicks were cutting their hair in Denver. It's what the cool chicks do. It's like a fancy mustache equivalent. You know, you wanna be cool, cut your hair. I went in there, was just like, take it all off. I had these long dreadlocks for like 12 years. I had this fantasy about taking a topless picture, like a mermaid, with my hair covering my boobs. You've done that. When your hair grows out, you're in the mirror, like, I just wanted a photo like that, but then the longer my hair grew, the lower my boobs got. And I couldn't quite catch up, so. Yeah. I got a haircut. The boobs became a constant burden on my life. They're like, now when I lay down, they look like 2 fried eggs on a non-stick skillet. They just real loosey-goosey, like, you know, just Just Eglant's best. Just there they are. Real sad. Real sad. The boobs go. They go. You get no choice in the boobs go, the body goes. It really doesn't matter. You know, no matter what, the body goes. I feel like I look pretty good for a mother of two. I don't give a shit. I'm keeping it together. Thank you. You're too kind. Thank you. I don't have any kids, but I take that as a compliment. Thank you very much. Just trying to be average. Just trying to hang in there. Just trying to really hide out in the middle. Just want to be in the middle. That's why I dress like this. I'm like, I'm going to go in dressed like a dude so only the coolest guys approach me. Only the guys with the most confidence and the biggest dicks say, hey, give her a try. But I'm in love already. I have a boyfriend. We're in love. We're madly in love, but like the most romantic version of Stockholm Syndrome. You know? I can never leave. It's a prison of my own mind. And that's fine too. I'm clinging for dear life. I knew I was in love with this man the first time I initiated a blowjob. Like I wasn't his birthday. I wasn't drunk. I just like went for it. My mom said, you will know it. You will know when it happens. And then there I was one day. Oh my God, I'm doing it. Hey, it's not so bad. So I always had it in my mind that blowjobs were more of a white girl thing, like hiking and bulimia. Like I could never be that good at it. It's very stuck up. This is my mouth though. This is where I put my food. It's a sacred place. I took it very seriously, but I went there with purpose. Oh my God. Hi. It's not so bad. This is not so bad. Are you okay? Are you okay? Is this okay for you? Is this working? Okay, no, I'm fine. It's okay. I had a little something in my throat, but I'm okay. Just give me a second. I'm fine. I'm gonna keep going. Just let me switch positions real quick. I'm fine. What is taking so long? My jaw hurts. I'm saying I salute you, white women. You're doing the Lord's work, okay? It's fucking hard. It's really hard. But we're in love. That's what you do for your man when you're in love. You must do that. If you're not doing that, he hates your fucking guts. I hope you know that. Every day he looks at you and considers murdering you. So just do that for him. Bite the bullet. Gentlemen, same thing. She hates your fucking guts if you're not doing that for her, all right? Know that. It works the same way. Gentlemen with beards, you selfish asshole. Selfish! I spot you in the crowd, shave your fucking itchy face, okay? And get in there, all right? Get in there. Shoot. Don't be afraid of that hair. Get in there. I'm deeply enough in my relationship where I'm over shaving. I'm done. I did not shave for y'all either today, just so you know. And I did wear a sleeveless shirt. I can't care about that shit anymore. I'm a grown-ass woman. I can't give a shit about that. I waited so long to get my first pube. Why do I have to shave that off? I waited so long. The hair is supposed to be there. You're thinking of spaghetti, guys. You're thinking of spaghetti. Hair in your spaghetti? Disgusting. Hair on her pussy? Perfection. That's how God made it. That's what he intended. I've lived a little too. I'm not a total square. I'm not just always in love with this man. I have had a lesbian experience. I have lived the lifestyle. Okay, thank you. His name was Fernando. And he had a very small penis. Yeah. Oh, good old Fernando. Large clitoris, small, you know? Like, very, yeah. His penis was so small we had to use a drawstring to keep the condom up. It's pretty disappointing. I'm not a snob about penises, though. I'm not trying to clown dudes with small penises. There are plenty of sizes to please everyone, all right? Everybody has their different requirements. There's super scary huge penis. Super scary huge penis, which I imagine a dude with bear on his shirt might have. Yeah. I see that, I'm like, what are you packing? Is that a shadow? Is that a shadow? I know y'all are thinking that. Is that real? You know, type of penis that makes you pull your panties back up. I can't. I can't. I'm so sorry. My Obamacare hasn't kicked in yet. I can't. Very nice to meet you, though. Thank you for the drink. I'm not even into those. Those are scary for me. I want to have sex with other people after that. There's nice and large, just handsomely large penis. I call that the boyfriend size. You know, type of shit keeps you in a relationship. 12 years too long, maybe. Totally ignore the fact that he's an alcoholic and he's never gonna marry you. Because we could just fuck about it, right? Let's just fuck about it for 12 years. Let's just fuck off all my skinny years for 12 years. Terrible. Me, my personal favorite. You can do every position with average. Oh, they're listening up. They're like, what do you like about average, girl? Let me tell you what I like about average. Let me tell you what I like about average, okay? You can do every position with average. That shit's fun. Sometimes you even, you know, lie to him a little bit to boost his ego. Ooh, daddy, that hurts. Oh, be careful back there. What are you doing, big boy? You know, but that helps a lot. It costs you nothing. Don't be so selfish. Less than average, great for virgins, great for anal. I don't do anal, I'm saving mine for marriage. I know I'm not a fun girl, but it's all that I have. It's all that I have. Theater degree, 2-digit credit score, it's all that I have. Hanging in there. And then Fernando, I like to refer to Fernando's size as adorable. His penis was so cute. Was so cute. Like I used to talk baby talk to it. Oh, he's so cute. Like it was so cute. I imagined it in a pair of little baby Jordans or something. You know, just so cute. I was not in love with Fernando, not at all, because I couldn't quite get the blowjob right with him. Couldn't quite like wrap my lips around it just right. Couldn't tighten my lips up enough. Couldn't get enough traction, a little friction going for him. You know, oh, you like that? You like that? You like that? Kind of like the very end of a blunt or something. Just like, oh, my fingers are in the way right there. Getting mostly bald there. Fernando fucked up my credit too, so I can hate on him as much as I want to. He's a real piece of shit. But you guys have been a fantastic audience. I'm Janae Burris. Good night.
Thank you, Janae. Janae Burris. Give her a nice round of applause. Who didn't love her in Beverly Hills Cop? Wasn't she great? Right? Did she say no justice, no peace on this show? Fuck yeah, that was fun, right? And then the little white people, the liberals, got excited, right? One day we're gonna have justice. And then it's gonna be justice and a two-piece. A wing and a drumstick. All right, if you guys were black, I think you would have gotten that joke. It was a fried chicken joke. Some of you are for Hillary and way too new at shit to laugh at something like that. You wicked liberal. All right, sorry. I'm now getting fried chicken from Queen Supers on my way home. I've just decided that. Like, I don't know. I don't know if they sell it this late, but I'll fight a guy over it. probably call the manager in and be like, fire up the fryers, pal. We just had huge Chuckles, no justice, no peace. I want my wings. All right, I'm going to bring up your headliner tonight. He is the other half of Huge Chuckles. I enjoy working with him. He's fun to smoke pot with. He's also really fun to tell jokes with. Would you please welcome Eugene Kelley, everybody? Oh, God, love you. Thank you.
Hello, how are you? Good to see you. I'm black. I didn't get the joke either. So I just wanted to point that out. Cool.
It was a fried chicken joke. I thought it was fair.
That's cool. Not a problem. Here's why I don't do business with black people. Tell you a story. I had to take my son to get a haircut, and so I had to go down to the black part of town, where the black people are, and so because that's where they cut black people's hair. I don't have to, but my son has hair. So after we got the haircut, we went to the black restaurant there at the black part of town, soul food restaurant, right? So sat down at the black restaurant. Black waitress came over and says, I ordered the rib sandwich, which was cool. I waited for the rib sandwich. Black waitress came over and set the plate down, and on the plate was like a rib, a pickle, and some coleslaw. And I said, I'm sorry, I ordered the rib sandwich. She says, that is the rib sandwich. We just don't put bread on it. I said, the only thing you can't take off a sandwich is the bread. If you put shit between two pieces of bread, you got a shit sandwich. If I smear some shit on one piece of bread, I got an open face shit sandwich. That's when a black guy bigger than me escorted me out. Anyway, that's what happened. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Yeah. I was in a small town in Wyoming a couple of weeks ago, and I wrote this joke before I went on stage, and I thought that, hey, it would get a chuckle. It would be kind of a cute joke. I wrote this joke, tell you what it was. I said, I wonder, as a method of suicide, if anyone has ever shot themselves from a cannon. Got a chuckle? Exactly, that's what I was expecting. But lady in the front row went, too soon. Like I had missed a recent Cannonball Man suicide in a small town in Wyoming. And I know I would have heard about that, right? That would have made national news, right? But then I was thinking about it. I was thinking, that would kind of be a cool way to go. Let's say you're a depressed Cannonball Man. You get up on a Saturday morning. You set up your cannon on this side of town. Maybe you pre-dug a grave on this side of town. Climb down into your cannon. Boom! Fuck you! Boom! And then, as icing on the cake, when they find your dead body in the grave you pre-dug, you're wearing a GoPro. I just thought that'd be sweet. I'm not a big fan of doing stuff. Like vacations and like leaving the country and stuff. I'm a big fan of America. I'm good right here, you know what I mean? But, my wife likes to do stuff, so I end up doing stuff. But if you're a person like me and you don't like to do stuff and you have to travel, cruising is the best way to go. I just recently got back from a cruise, and it's the most American, amazing way to travel ever. It's like you check into a nice hotel with all the stuff you need to be comfortable, and then the hotel goes places. It's like really, really cool. It's like you don't have to do anything. You don't have to experience the place that you're going to. You know, you get off the boat, they're like, would you like to take a tour on the island? It's like, back off, fucker, I'm here for a t-shirt. That's all, you know? Leave me alone. No, I don't want to try your local cuisine. I got Floating America right there. Right there. The room I brought with me is better than your house. Talking about. God bless America. That's all I'm saying. I love this country. I had a dream the other night that I solved the world's fossil fuel problems when I invented a car that runs off rubber bands. Only problem was you had to push it backwards for like a half mile before it would spring forward. Well, there's an example of how you never know how the joke's gonna go. Thank you, whatever you said there. I was helping my nephew with his homework when I realized I can only do drug math. He's like, how many 16 ounce glasses will go into a gallon of milk? I'm like, well, 16 ounces, that's gonna be what? That's gonna be 32 halves, 64 quarters, 128 eighths. What was the question? Anyway, I can't believe the shit you people laugh at. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty cool. All right, I think I'm gonna go now. That's kind of, no, I'm not. Just got myself a laptop. I know what you're thinking. Why didn't you get a tablet? Because the guy tried to sell me a tablet and a keyboard. That's a laptop. So I got my new laptop and I'm breaking it in with the good porno. You know the porno where we can't really look at yourself for a couple of minutes afterwards because you're just disgusted? That's the porno I'm watching right there. You know, 20, 30 seconds in, I'm done. So I close it on my laptop, right? Thanks for getting that. That was quick. Thanks for getting it. So I close the lid on my laptop. Now, on my old laptop, you close the lid, shut down. On my new laptop, you close the lid, hibernate. Totally different thing. Fast forward, next day, doctor's office. I come in, I sit down, hit the power button on my laptop, strike up a conversation. Very pretty young lady, such yourself. How you doing? I'm Eugene Kenny. You should come out and see the show. Right then, everybody at the doctor's office heard. I said, suck it. I didn't say lick it, suck it. So I panic, right? And I slam the lid on my laptop closed, and that puts in this digital loop like, suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it. Read the manual, that's all I'm trying to say. Read the manual. God. I heard Janae say that somebody called her sir. I had a girl call me sir the other day, but it wasn't out of respect. It was like to set a boundary. It's like, really? Oh, no. Anyway, starting to feel old. I can tell I'm getting older, too. I used to come out on stage. I'd hear the girls in the front row. Oh, man, he's cute. He looks like Denzel. Now I come out on stage. I hear the girls in the front row. Isn't that my dad's black friend from work? It's different now. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's amazing how quickly you go from that handsome young man looking at you from across the room to that creepy old guy staring at you from across the room. It's like, same room, what the fuck happened there? Not sure. There's a brief period in my 20s where I had a relationship with a midget. I don't know why that just popped into my head. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
It was a short relationship.
Oh, dude. Let me tell you something. You haven't lived till you've had somebody go up on you. Seriously. Anyway. That's terrible. Yeah, I read this article, man, said it. Midgets didn't want to be called midgets anymore. Said that calling a midget was just like calling a black person a nigger. My first thought, midget, please. Oh, Lordy. I had an only in Colorado moment just the other day. I got pulled over by a policeman because he thought that I was texting. But he had to let me go when it turned out I was just rolling a joint. I love Colorado. A couple of things I hadn't been able to figure out since I got here to Colorado. One thing I hadn't been able to figure out is feels like temperatures. Lady came on my television and said it's 32 degrees outside, but it feels like 21. Then why isn't it 21 degrees outside? You'd never let anybody get away with it's really 6 inches, but it feels like 9. That's a lie. Don't feel like 9. Tell you a little bit about my son. I'm a pretty good sized guy myself, but my son is 17 years old. My son is 6'3", 260 pounds. He's a brick. So I've instituted a new disciplinary strategy where I just randomly stun gun him. Let you know how that goes. My boy's a big gamer, always on his computer, always playing a game. I came into his room the other day. There's a big battle going on the screen, big battle going on. There's this like gargoyles and wizards and ghouls, and there's a girl in a bikini, and the girl in the bikini is just kicking ass. Everybody that comes at her gets their heads cut off. She's got 2 swords flying. I looked at my boy, I go, man, the girl in the bikini is kicking ass. My boy goes, yeah, that's me, Daddy. That was kind of cool. How long have I known you, Dave? I had no idea that you like black guys. I had no idea.
Really?
Really, I swear to God.
That's news?
I thought you like little Hispanic twinks. Okay.
He likes a lot of things, but he's in the front row of every one of your shows.
Yes, that's why. I thought you were in the Sphinx, if you will. Thank you. I was just reaching to get that Sphinx joke in there. Whatever. Okay. You know those firemen who collect money at the intersections in their boots? They should have a big sign that says, "This is not a DUI checkpoint." You know, so people don't throw their pot out the window and then have to double back and get it later. So, I like firemen, policemen, you know, the people that run toward the emergency. Those guys, love those guys. Glad we have those guys. I'm not one of those guys. And I don't like to think that it's because I'm a coward. I like to think that it's because I'm black. Let me explain. Black people are from Africa, the jungle. And sometimes in the jungle, just to survive, you got to be running before you know why you're running. Black people are like canaries in the mine. If you see a bunch of black people running, you should run too. If you look up from your computer at work and all the black people are gone, get the fuck out of the building. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Colorado. If you look up from your computer at work and the black person is gone, thanks a lot, y'all. Have a good night.
That's Eugene Kenny. We had ShaNae Ross, D. Kelley, Jordon Wieleba, Wiles, JD Lopez, and Janae Burris. That was our first episode of Huge Chuckles. Thanks for coming out, everybody. We'll see you next month.